I'm on a mission to review and rank every single episode of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I'm not stopping until it is done. I'm of course talking about the critically acclaimed 3D computer animated Star Wars anthology series that first aired in 2008 and ended in 2020. Not to be confused with Star Wars Clone Wars, the 2D animated micro series that was released in 2003. I'm watching and reviewing every single episode in the official release order to keep things simple and ranking each episode as I go along. When all is said and done, I'll have a complete and comprehensive ranking of every episode from the entire series. So to make sure you don't miss a single episode, like this video and subscribe to the channel to ensure you stay on this journey with me. There will be spoilers for today's featured episode, so viewers beware. Now, on to today's episode. Today we are looking at episode 10 from season 4 titled Carnage of Krell. After disobeying General Pong Krell's orders, clone troopers Jesse and Fives are sentenced to death by firing squad, but after lining them up, no trooper is able to go through with it. Captain Rex then reports to General Krell, who forgets about Rex disobeying his order to kill the clones when he is informed that the enemy is preparing another attack, this time disguised as clone troopers. Rex and the 501st meet the enemy on the battlefield and find that they are wearing clone armor and using clone weapons. But shortly after the battle begins, Rex discovers that they are shooting at real clone troopers. Rex convinces both sides to stop fighting as they all work together to figure out that General Krell sent them to kill each other. The clones unite and march against Krell, intending to arrest him. The rogue Jedi initially escapes, but the clones follow him into the scrub. The clones fight a long and deadly battle against Krell, but he is eventually stopped after he is lured into a local vine creature that disorients him enough to allow a trooper to stun him. Rex questions Krell after he is put in custody. The rogue Jedi reveals that he sabotaged the Republic invasion of Umbara in order to impress Count Dooku so that the Count would take him on as his new apprentice. Rex and the clones reach the conclusion that Krell is too dangerous to be kept alive and decide to execute him. Rex hesitates to kill Krell, but before he can make up his mind, Dogma steals one of Five's pistols and kills Krell himself. The end of the episode sees the Republic successfully capture Umbara as Rex and the 501st are left to wonder why they are really doing all of this. Carnage of Krell is an all-time classic Clone Wars episode for a reason. It is a dark, brutal, and introspective look into the purpose of clone troopers and what separates them from droids. This is perfectly captured in the scene early on where the troops are instructed to execute Fives and Jesse. Krell's orders make sense, and he is well within his rights to order the troops to be executed. Yet Fives makes a desperate plea to his brothers for them to realize what they are doing is wrong. Fives and Jesse don't deserve this, and the clones know it, yet they are born and bred to follow orders. It's an interesting conflict, and it's what Rex has been struggling with for the entire arc, so to see it explored on such a large scale is super interesting. But the real shocker here is the clone battle. Krell orders Rex and his troops to attack an Umbaran division that has supposedly commandeered clone armor and weapons in an effort to confuse the Republic. Little does Rex know that Krell told the exact same thing to another squad of clones. The result is a battle that sees clones unknowingly kill clones. Rex's realization is still one of the most shocking moments in Clone Wars. The moment he lifts the helmet off of the body and realizes what is going on is just heartbreaking. The whole sequence where he runs through the battlefield to stop the fighting is chilling, and it's a very powerful moment. This is all topped off when Waxer confirms that Krell set both sides up before he dies. Waxer was always one of my favorites, so seeing him pass away here really gets to me. He even still has Numa painted on his helmet. The whole situation is just pure evil, and it's still the most shocking twist Clone Wars ever had. It's really messed up when you think about the fact that this all happens in a kids show. The clones obviously confront Krell, bringing this discussion around when to and when not to follow orders full circle, when Rex finally realizes what is going on and decides that he has to do something about it. What follows is an extremely brutal battle that sees too many clones get sliced up by Krell's sabers. This is almost like an early taste of Order 66, except in this situation you really want the clones to win. This devil straight up snaps a clone's back on his knee, and that's just diabolical. I really like how the episode wraps up here. Krell cements himself as one of Clone Wars' most evil villains, revealing that he betrayed the Republic to gain the favor of Count Dooku, and even hints at the fact that he foresaw the rise of the Sith. Then the troopers turn his own logic against him when they decide that their safest option is to kill him, and then in a nice twist of events, the soldier who was most loyal to Krell, Dogma, is the one to kill him. The Republic captures Umbara by the end of the episode, but after the traumatic experience that Rex and his troopers went through in order to do it, they question everything. This episode is a lot for the audience and for the characters, and the whole experience is shocking, but it makes for an incredible episode. Carnage of Krell is one of Clone Wars' very best episodes. The pure evil on display here, courtesy of Krell, is unspeakable as he turns clones on one another. The action is brutal, the episode makes you question everything, and seeing Krell cop a blaster bolt in the back is nothing short of cathartic. It brings the Umbara arc to a satisfying close, but it leaves the physical and emotional wounds of the war wide open. And that was Carnage of Krell. Ranking it against every other episode of Clone Wars I've reviewed so far, it currently sits at number 3. Will it hold this place? Only time will tell. And here is a complete ranking so far. That's me finished for this episode. Now, I want to hear from all of you. What's your personal review of this episode? Where would you rank it among every other episode of Clone Wars? Let me know in the comments below after you've liked the video and subscribed. I'll see you guys next time with another Clone Wars episode review and ranking. Until then, thank you for watching. As always, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.